Namaste. So today we'd like to talk a little bit about what is the actual goal of all yoga processes. Because of a lack of understanding, people like to talk about yoga primarily as just the Hatha Yoga system. And they like to advertise the idea that there are different types of practices or different application of asana, how it's performed, and they want to create some uniqueness by putting labels on it. But in the real yoga system, all forms of asana just constitute 1/8 of what is the yoga practice. One part, 1/8. There are 8 principal divisions within the yoga system. This is speaking about the Astanga yoga. But there are other forms of yoga, sometimes referred to as Raja yoga, Jnana yoga, which is the philosophical study of yogic truth. You have karma yoga, which is action in the service of the Supreme and of others. You have Kundalini yoga. You have Bhakti yoga, and many other variants. But if a person actually has a complete understanding, they will see that the yoga system is actually one. And we can compare this to a mountain, particularly like a volcanic mountain where there is no mountain ranges, just a single mountain. And around this very large mountain there may be different villages where people are living. And they may come to a monthly or marketplace that may be held in a certain area. And 2 people may meet and begin talking, and one will say, "Where do you live?" And the other person will go, I live in such and such a village, and it is near a mountain, at the foot of a mountain. And the other person will go, "Oh yes, I also come from a village that's at the foot of a mountain. What is your mountain?" And he said, "My mountain, when you look, it is a giant steep rock face, and it is very craggy beyond that, and very steep rocks everywhere." And the other man goes, "Oh, my mountain is covered with a bamboo forest up to a certain level, and beyond that there are great trees." And they meet a third person that says, "Oh, I also live by a mountain, and there is a waterfall, beautiful waterfall, and it's very gently rolling hills at the foot of this mountain." And they're all going, "Oh, I'd like to visit your mountain someday and also see it." And what they are not understanding is that a person that has ascended to the very top of this mountain will see on different sides or different parts of the mountain, there are different views with different landscapes. And the people from a lower position, when they look up, they are thinking, "Oh, this is one mountain," and somebody else is looking from another angle and thinking, "Oh, it is another mountain." So when we discuss or talk about the goal of all yoga processes, we are discussing from a top-down view. When we consider what is the actual goal of all the yoga processes, it can basically be answered in two ways. One is that the goal is to lead a person to a correct understanding of what is. This might sound a little deep, but it's really not. It's quite simple and straightforward. It is an understanding of the reality of things. The second part of this goal is to then apply that correct understanding of things to your own life. This is actually the goal of yoga, simply put. But this is an overview, and it has a very profound meanings as we dig deeper into those questions.